Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Hive. Hope you all are doing well today. It is a day 18, day 18 of this challenge, and yeah, hopefully everyone's doing well during this week. It is the removal of refined sugar, and hopefully. Hopefully you're doing your best to hold true to that, but yeah, if you're made that decision and removed at least one thing, right, and that's still a huge win, right? So once again, we're celebrating the little wins here, and once we get the little wins, and we start stacking them up, and that just becomes the foundation for us to get the big wins as well. Welcome in, Mousekins. So yeah, today I had a couple of wins on my 90-day journey here. So definitely, I've lost another half a pound. So I'm almost there to where I was last summer at close to 206. So I definitely finished today at 206.4. So that's another half a pound loss. And yeah, we're in day 18 of this challenge. Still a long way to go. And, the hard stuff is still up ahead. So just imagine that, going from 213.6 to 206.4. So I'm pretty happy, celebrating those wins. All right. So, and at the same time, just cravings and temptations are everywhere, right? It was just last week that I've been accepting coffee from my coworker, um, just because he gets coffee from some of the drivers that come to the depots. So yeah, and he offered me one of his coffees. I would say yes, right? And but because this week we're removing refined sugar, right? It it's yeah, I accepted it, but I didn't drink it. I actually gave it to my my supervisor, right? Um, and I'm scared for my friend here because on the coffee, yeah, it says triple triple, and I'm just imagining, like, he just said this is his third coffee. He has actually four. He already like finished one. He was holding another coffee. I'm just like, and I'm assuming he's getting this every day, 2 to 3 cups of coffee. I'm terrified for him, right? That's a triple triple. That's like 3 packs of sugars. And the milks, that's fine for now. But the 3 packs of sugars in his McDonald coffee, it's not a small cup. It's well, I mean, it's yeah. I don't know. It's very terrifying. Oh, you're on the gaining side. Yeah, no, no, no. Yeah. I mean, like I said, there's definitely ways to gain properly, right? But yeah, as of now, it's just, oh my goodness. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's just, it's yeah. I mean, say sugar's everywhere, right? Welcome, Dead Soldier. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, sugar is in a lot of food. You just turn the label. It's in the stuff that you don't even think is that's more savory than anything, like bacon and whatnot. Because once again, a lot of food have been deprived of a lot of nutrients, right? Because through the process of preparing the foods and whatnot, and a lot of nutrients have been you know removed from it, right? So it's um, sugar is definitely there to enhance the taste and enhance the flavors. So stuff that may be bland and your body will know that there's no nutrients in this or whatsoever. Only way we keep eating this stuff because it tastes great, right? And sometimes tasting great doesn't mean it's always beneficial as well. So yeah, I was being able to you know say no to that. Unfortunately, giving to my supervisor. I don't hate him. I'm just saying, I don't hate him. He's an awesome dude, right? We have a lot of fun and whatnot. It's just, yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, I can't have it, right? So once again, just having those little wins just help stack up. And yeah, and it for myself, it shows on the scale, right? So, and just the thing, right? It gets addictive in nature when you have these wins and you just want more of it, right? And just making a conscious choice, even though once again we're telling you not to eliminate anything at this for now. This week is the first week we actually eliminated something, which is refined sugar. But as of now, in week 3, and this is a 13-week program, just continue eating the way you're eating, right? Just have that food dialogue. You know, for these first, 2 to 5 weeks, it's just we're we're building food psychology, right? We're building that resistance to and also analyze our food choices from many 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 years of upbringing in from culture, from our family, friends, people that we hang out with, from media, from social, like even just just walking in our environment and getting triggered. Definitely that's something that's happens for me. But yeah, I mean, having the environment, being able to um, just focus on your environment, then your mental health will go a long way, right? You'll be situated in a place that will best support where you want to strive for, especially health. Like for myself, like finding out when refined sugar was part of this week's challenge. Obviously, with the buffer zone Saturday, Sunday, obviously you have an option to get started early and slow into. Monday is the time we initiate the enhancements. Or once again, what I did was, this is your last 2 days to, you know, enjoy it. So that's what I did. I enjoyed. I said I on Sunday I enjoyed eating Costco brownies. Right, there was like a few left. Right, from family eating it. My two boys. Right, because the thing is like leave stuff around the house, like brownies on the table, maybe a candy bowl here and there, Chip Ahoy's cookies in a jar, right? You leave it to where it's super accessible and you can see it and get triggered. So I ate, the remainder of those brownies because I know that just seeing them on the table, I'll be tempted to take one, right? So I finished the remainder 3. I did my very best to just, not throw in the garbage, right? To just, put them in the cupboards and whatnot, and out of sight, out of mind. Definitely, once again, I just get triggered too, right? Just seeing stuff. So just putting them out of the way, just it helped me go through these this 4 days to just not have any cravings at all, right? I even removed right out sweeteners, right? So still having my coffee. Usually I have my coffee with occasion milk and then sweetener. This one um Splenda zero monk fruit as well, right? So, but I'm not even putting that in. And speaking out of sight, out of mind, kind of. I'm not even putting that in anything, right? So just the cravings have definitely suppressed for now. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm once again, tomorrow will be another enhancement day, so definitely stay tuned for that, because yeah, there will be something that will be removed as well. So I wish I can give a heads up, but we'll find out tomorrow. We'll find out tomorrow. Once again, this is my second time doing this program again. But I did it from July and August and was able to lose 18 pounds. So had the hiatus of September, October, November, December, back to school, back to reality for the for myself, or back to school for the kids. So back to the routine. So staying consistent and having that vacation out of town at the hot springs in August definitely started compiling. Just getting back to the old habits, right? But even during those 4 months of going back to the old habits, I still was able to keep 8 pounds off, right? And now we're just building another layer of resistance to just being triggered by food. So it's once again, the program doesn't tell you to reduce eating food. Definitely there's no counting calories. That's what I enjoy about this. No crazy math that you have to whatever. It's just most important, just eating the good stuff as much as possible, right? Rather than eliminating the bad stuff, right? Because a lot of things, you may be the reason why you're hungry and you're eating a lot is that you may be nutrient deficient, right? And the body is continuing to give you urges that obviously the body's not going to tell you, oh, we're short on iron, or we're short in calcium or other things, but it'll urge you to give you signals to we need something. So please fill get that need, right? And obviously, knowing us, we're not going to make the right food choices as well, right? So we continue eating, right? So but yeah, it's really just that's the thing, right? It's just most important to get the good stuff. And with that said, the vegetable, that's a good craving to have, because the last week was, we're increasing vegetables and fruits, right? So um smoothie as well. I know we're all busy with life in general, right? So having a smoothie, not a juicer, right? Um, being able to blend your food into, because you're eating this amount of food, fruits and vegetables, and obviously that takes time. Right? So we're busy, right? But I mean, in back into our ancestral days of our evolutions from 6 to 7 million years ago. I mean, obviously, they didn't have a blender to blend the food, so they took their time eating, fruits and vegetables, stuff that they gathered, right? And we're removing that process as well, right? Especially that's having the juicer, removing pulp and fiber, right? That's not really recommended. So I mean, like I said, life is life. So um trying to do our very best to get the good stuff in, to just and stay on top of our life in general as well. So but yeah, I'm definitely excited to just keep going, sharing my story, kind of streaming every single day, just to show leave honesty on my sleeves, or just share all the goods and bads as well, right? I mean, like I said, it's never going to be perfect for us, right? We're all going to be faced with challenges, and temptations and triggers. It's just, most important is that what fuels you to towards your goals. What gives you that energy? What charges you up to just like, what, it's I need to get back on this, right? So for myself, it's my kids, and I definitely, I started this journey back in 2013 for my kids, right? When my second son was born, I was scared. I was in the worst shape of my life, and I was no longer comfortable in my under my skin, right? Just felt like restless and sleeping. I just didn't feel right, right? So, and then now I have this newborn um, part of my family that I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to join him uh, in his graduation, right? And that thought really scared me, right? That, I probably had to swallow my pride. I never went to see the doctor ever, right? So that was the first time I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have a general checkup. And from that point, obviously, I knew like my blood work was not gonna be great, right? So definitely eight categories were just through the roofs, and yeah. So long story short, right? I'm kind of faced with that same decision again, right? And last year and into this year, right? My eldest son is going through social anxiety disorder, being bullied in his first 2 months of high school. That, and he just like, kind of lost trust in society, and I don't see him at all until, he just locks himself in his room and just comes out at midnight to just, gather food and get rid of, his waste, right? So that's been our situation for, since, um, the start of last year. So it's been almost 15 months that he never returned to school. But yeah, that's the thing that now that kind of wants me to keep going for, this challenge, is that, I gotta be healthy for him throughout, when he finally decides to, you know trust society again, trust, knowing that, we need others to be able to move forward, right, to excel, uh, that, to uplift our lives, right? So definitely this is kind of my passion to keep going, and just putting this out there just, helps me stay accountable. This is something I did once again back in 2013 to, let's say, 2016, and the amount of, people that reached out to me, support, and shared their stories, that, you know just seeing this have helped them make those changes as well. And now sharing this once again this year, definitely has had people come out and say, sharing their stuff, that, being active, going out for a walk because they saw me go out for a walk. And so it's been super encouraging, and hopefully, like I said, just we'll keep going, and we'll see what results we have in March. And we'll, once again, we'll hopefully, we'll go from there and see, the next quarter, April, May, June. Definitely will do the program again, but in a different aspect, where I'll be adding exercise, and then obviously introducing foods that I remove and see if I get some sort of reaction to them, positive or negative, right? So definitely this, this is the time, especially when you're removing something that's addictive like refined sugar. You definitely, your body will go through some sort of withdrawal or change. So once again, just definitely, um, when you're having craving strikes or your energy is low, just continue to drink your water and see how you feel 10 minutes later. And also, just get up and move, get the body going, uh, get the blood flowing. So a nice brisk walk, right? 20-minute walk, 30-minute walk. Do the Japanese interval walking like I am doing. 3 minutes of brisk walking, 3 minutes of brisk walking, and then a 3 minutes nice um, leisurely walk, just to get the heart rate back down, and just alternate between those two for 30 minutes minimum, right? And then, yeah, just feel free to reach out for me through DM, or feel free to comment as well. I hope to support you on your journey if you guys are doing this on the side, right? And just once again, just continue to have that food dialogue, trying to figure out, is this real hunger that I'm feeling, or craving that I'm feeling, or it's just, am I just getting triggered here? Just continue like we were doing for the last 2 weeks, to just have that inner dialogue, and just observing through a third point of view, right? Third person point of view, right? So, but once again, I really appreciate all the wonderful support and the compliments as well, right? Try my very best to be someone receiving. I definitely, enjoy, giving and helping, right? But at the same time, we have to train and teach ourselves on how to receive, right? Sometimes, we want stuff, or we want to manifest stuff. It's just that, we're not bad at manifesting. It's just, at the same time, we're just really bad at receiving, right? So just being able to see those opportunities and accept those compliments and feedbacks, and take it as constructive feedbacks, right? For yourself to continue to grow, move forward, and rise up. So thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. If you are watching this through YouTube, Facebook, or my wonderful community on Twitch, feel free to follow, subscribe, hit those notifications to be updated when I go live. I'll do my very best to keep you guys updated on this journey and the stuff I share. Just feel free to implement it on your own end, right? Don't need even to tell me that. Let's just reach the goal together in March and see, right, how we do, right? Hopefully, you guys are staying true to your resolutions, right? We're almost almost near the end of January, so I'm hopefully some of you, most of you, are still on your on track of your resolutions, right? As they say, the people who make resolutions, 80% of them tend to fail. So I'm hoping that you are part of those 20%. And yeah, I'm looking forward to supporting you guys on your journeys as well. All right, thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. As always, continue to raise your environment so that you can raise yourself up and be that impact for your community, your environment. A smile, a wonderful gesture, a wave, these things can be the difference maker for someone to ignite their flame. And through that, they can be that fire that burns bright in their community. as something I saw earlier this morning or last night. Pay it forward. You help three people, they help three people, and who knows, you can definitely start a trend, a movement, right? So just a simple smile, right? Let's start with that. All right, take good care, have a wonderful evening, and I'll catch you again tomorrow.